Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and in this video, we're going to be finding out what makes men more or less attractive. So we're going to be playing the He's a 10 game, and if you haven't seen these videos that I've done in the past, basically what I do is I give the girls a guy with his number and something to go along with it that's either going to raise his score or lower his score. And the girls will give a new number depending on what they think. So let's get started. So number 1 is he's a 6 and he doesn't drink or go out.
Oh, an 8.
Okay. Oh, you like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you drink?
Not often.
Okay, so that would be like a good compliment to your lifestyle then.
For sure.
I feel like I could manage that, but you know, I do like to let loose once in a while. So I'd say still a 10.
It's a 6.
Or still a 6.
Okay.
He ends up being a 4.
Okay. Because you like to go out?
More so if you're a 6, I want you to at least be fun.
Okay.
That'd probably raise him up to like a 9 or a 10, honestly.
Oh, wow.
I think that's really cool. I think that's cool because I think that's cool nowadays because I think most people do it, if not because they want to, just because like they feel like they have to. So someone who has like convictions like that, I think is really cool.
I mean, still a 6. He's a, the going out part.
Do you like to go out?
Like, yeah, I like to be social.
Okay.
He's a 5.5.
5.5?
Yeah.
Okay, so just lowers him a little bit.
Yeah.
See, the drinking isn't a problem for me. I don't believe you have to drink to have fun. He's a 6. I honestly would keep him at a 6.
Okay.
I mean, obviously going out is super fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you can have a really great time going out with friends or even just with your boyfriend, but you can also have a really good time staying in. So I think I'm gonna stick with 6. Drinking's not super important, but going out kind of is, so.
Okay, so we're keeping him the same for those reasons. He's a 4 and he's hilarious.
10.
Okay, that's a big jump.
It is.
Have
I
you
love
ever-
a guy who makes me laugh.
Have you ever dated a guy just because he's funny?
Yes.
Okay, like you were not attracted to them physically, but they were just really funny?
Yeah, I mean, it makes them more attractive.
Okay.
Because, I mean, like, I can be vain, but personality does, like, make a huge difference.
Okay.
An 8.
I feel like that's a 7. You know, you can't go wrong with being funny.
Oh, I love funny men. I love laughing. I love smiling, having a good time. And he's a 4. I give him like a 6. I think being funny is super important.
Okay.
And having the same sense of humor.
He's a 4 and he's hilarious.
Yes.
He's a 6.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, all the way to a 10. Funny is the best thing ever because I'm hilarious, so I need someone that matches me. I can't have someone boring.
A 10.
Okay. You really like the funny guys.
Yeah.
He's a 9 and he doesn't have a lot of friends.
Why doesn't he have a lot of friends?
You don't know that. All you know is he's a 9 but doesn't have a lot of friends. So if he's a 9, he's obviously attractive.
Right. But there's something there, character-wise. He's like a 7.
Okay. So it lowers him a little.
Still a 9. Not everybody has friends.
Oh, that's fine. Not stays the same or a 10 because I don't have any friends either, so totally
Match made in
fine.
heaven.
Or maybe, well, that's fine. I mean, maybe it'd be cool if you had friends so I could make friends, but I don't really care about that.
Okay.
Like a 7.
Okay. What is it about that makes him less attractive?
I'd say that if a guy doesn't have a whole lot of friends, my question would be why? Like, is it a lack of social skills? Does he not really like to talk to people? Or is there something about him that makes making friends additionally hard for him?
There's a reason he doesn't have a lot of friends.
Mm-hmm. Especially if he's a 9.
Yeah.
He's attractive.
So something's steering these people away from him, so I'm going to have to say he's a 6.
I don't think having a lot of friends is important as long as you have a few really close friends.
So say he had like 1 friend.
I think that's fine. I don't see, what was the number?
9.
9? Oh yeah, I keep him at I keep him at a 9. I don't think having lots of friends is super important.
Okay.
5.
Okay. And what is it about that?
I don't know. There's, you know, it's okay to be like introverted and maybe a little antisocial, but if there's no friends, that might be like a red flag.
Okay. So if he had like 1 or 2 friends, would that be different?
That would be different. Like 1 or 2 close friends, that would be totally fine.
Okay.
But like no friends, maybe not.
He's a 7 and he's 5'5".
That's fine. I guess stay the same. I don't want to sound too superficial.
God. He's a 6.5.
Okay, so it doesn't lower it too much.
Not too much. He's kind of shorter.
And you said you're 5'1".
I'm 5'1", so yeah, he's taller than me.
Okay.
So.
What is the shortest person that you would date as someone who's 5'1"?
Probably like 5'5".
Okay.
5'4", 5'5". My dad's short, so it's like I'd rather be with a taller guy.
It's the height that we get. Only goes down a little bit, a 6.
I think he's still a 7, you know.
Well, you said you wouldn't date a guy who was below 5'8".
I mean, you can still be fine and not be 5'8". Still, fine is fine, you know.
Okay, so he could still stay a 7 even though he's 5'5". Would you date him?
You know, I would pass him along to one of my friends.
7 and 5'5". Okay. Oh man. Hopefully he's confident, but you said he's a 7? 7, 5'5". I'd give him maybe a 5.
Okay.
5'5", 5. All 5s.
All right. So how tall are you?
I'm 5'10", so 5'5's a little too short for me. So I'll give him a 5 to go along with his 5'5".
All right. Staying on the 5 theme.
Still 7.
Ooh, that's like a 4.
Okay, yeah. And how tall are you again?
5'1".
Okay. So you just don't like the short guys.
No, short kings need love, but maybe not for me.
Okay. He's a 10 and he believes in dating multiple women.
That's like a 7. This is tough. He's probably like an 8. He's not a 10 to me. He's not gonna be dating me, so whatever.
Down to 1. That's lame.
Oh, easily a 5.
You wouldn't date him?
No.
No. He's a 10 and he believes in dating multiple women.
I don't know how much to take off of his points. Dating multiple women.
Let's say this, would you date a guy that wanted to date multiple women at the same time as you?
Not at this stage in life, for sure.
Okay.
So if he's a 10 and wants to date multiple women, I'd give him like, but he's really attractive. Honestly, like a 6.
4 whole points.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you probably wouldn't date him.
Yeah. No.
2.
7.
He's a 3 and he makes $150,000 per year.
Oh, an 8 for sure.
5.
An 8.
He's a 4. Can be a 5.
Okay, so it bumps him up 2 points there.
I guess that would raise it. I don't know what it would raise it to, because like I said, I don't really care. But I mean, I guess that is a lot, so it'd be kind of nice. But okay, I guess I'll just go up to like a 7.
Obviously, that would be really nice. I like to think if you make a lot of money, you have a little less time. So obviously, making more money would be nice for me and for him. So if he's a 3, I mean, money's not everything, so maybe I'd bump him up to like a 5.
Okay.
Because he's still a 3
Right.
overall. But
Right. But would a 3 who was poor and a 3 who makes $150K, like would you be more inclined to choose the 3 who made $150K?
yes.
Right. He's a 4 and he's a doctor.
Ooh, a 10.
4.
Okay, not changing.
Not changing.
Oh, a 9.
See, I don't like doctors.
That's fine.
So
That's totally fine.
So I'd probably just stay a 4, I guess.
Okay.
That's a huge jump. He's like a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what makes you raise it that much? What is it about this like doctor title?
Well, he can provide for a family, right? And he's not going to be attractive to everyone because he's not universally attractive. So, yeah, in my opinion, if he's making a certain amount of income, he can provide for a family. And he's not the cutest, but I'm assuming that'll make his personality nicer and like better, then he would be more of like a 7. The doctor has a status. Like, you could be making $150K, you could be a small business owner, right? But
you don't know how he's making
you
that
don't know how he's
150K.
making that money.
So not all money's the same. You view it differently if there's a title associated with it, or how they're making the money, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
And not in the legal, like, God. I'm throwing myself under the bus.
150K could be a drug dealer.
Right, exactly.
know.
Like, he could be a scammer. He could
Yeah.
be doing something
Shady
fishy.
that he would end up in jail and
Right.
wouldn't be able to provide for you and your family.
Oh, I love doctors. Probably a 6.
Okay, I want to ask you about that because the 3 only got bumped up to a 5 for making $150K a year, but the 4 got bumped up to a 6 for being a doctor.
I love doctors.
So what is it about the doctor versus just knowing the salary that makes it more enticing for you?
I think I like the white coat, so I just like picture in my head, like, you know, like the doctor with the white coat and the clipboard and the smile. So maybe just picturing that just like made me feel a little happier. And I was just like, oh, okay.
Okay, so knowing that he's a doctor instead of maybe not knowing what the guy does to make $150K
Yeah.
makes the doctor more appealing.
Because it's like, oh, he makes $150K and maybe he's an attorney. So then I could like picture like what he'll be wearing, maybe the cologne he'll be wearing. I'm like, okay, you know, probably a 6.
So the visual of knowing what he does for a living makes it more attractive to you. Okay, he's a 4 and he's a doctor.
Oh man. Again, kind of going back to the last question, if he's a doctor, I'm sure he works crazy hours, but he's still making that bank. So you said he's a 3?
A 4.
A 4. Wow. He's a doctor. He's also saving lives, and you gotta have a heart to be in those stressful scenarios and trying to save people's lives. I'd give him like a 6.
Okay. So is there a reason why, or what is the reason why the doctor gets a higher rating than the guy making 150? Like, what is it about the, because they could, I mean, a doctor could make 150.
Yeah.
So what is the difference there?
Oh, well, I gotta know this other guy's occupation. No.
But that could be it. Maybe because you don't know how he's making that 150.
Mysterious. Man, the doctor probably gets more points because that's a lot of schooling and a lot of dedication, and it's not that I'm not good with blood, but if he's, either cutting people open or like that takes a whole new different kind of person than what I am. So yeah, the
so
doctor
maybe like the
gets
traits
more.
that come along with being a doctor, like he was in school for a long time, that shows dedication. That shows maybe he's educated and intelligent, rather than when you just hear 150, that could be any. He could be a drug
that's just a
dealer.
number. That's not.
He
There's
could
nothing.
be a scammer and he's making 150.
Right.
You never know. So the doctor, maybe a little bit of title that comes along with it, clout. He's a 9 and he's a plumber.
9, that's very handy. You
Okay.
can never go wrong with a plumber.
A nice blue collar man, right?
Okay.
I'll keep him at an 8.
Okay.
An 8. Yeah.
Okay, so the doctor would go up and the plumber would go down.
Right.
Okay. And what did the doctor go up to? I don't know if you gave a new number. Did you give a new
7. So he was like 4 to 7.
Okay. And then the plumber that's a 9 goes down to an 8.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why is that?
Status thing.
Okay.
Like job title. You know what I mean? Like he could be, it's one thing to say, oh, I own a plumbing business. But if you're just like a plumber, like if I'm bringing home to my family, it might not be looked at as well as if I'm bringing home a doctor.
Okay, so it's like the clout, the status.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still 9.
Hey, if he didn't have to get a college degree and he's still making good money, more power to him. And what was the number?
9.
He's a 9. Ooh. And he's a plumber. Hopefully knows how to lay that pipe. No, I was kidding. Anyway,
That was great.
he's a 9. Oh man. And if he's making good money, 10. Why not?
Wow.
Yeah.
We love a handyman around here.
Yeah, exactly. You can
Alright.
fix my plumbing and
Yeah, you don't
won't have to
pay
hire
someone to do it. You
anyone.
don't have to wait around. They give you a window
Yeah.
from 10 to 4. They come at 5 and you're like, what?
That's still respectable. I'll say like a 7 or 8.
Okay. So looking at the question about the 3 making 150, you gave him an 8, and then the 4 but's a doctor, you gave a 9. What is it about the doctor that's more attractive than the 150K per year?
Both my parents are doctors and I aspire to be a doctor, so it would be nice to have someone who also like continues that line.
Got it. So it's a relevance thing for you of like you are in that, you would like to have someone that's kind of there with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say just because it's not as prestigious, but it's still a very much like respectable career to have, and they still bring in like a nice amount of money.
Okay. So the doctor is more attractive to you than someone who would have the job title of a plumber.
Yes.
Just because of the title that goes along with it, or does it make you assume things about them?
I'd say a little bit less about assumption, but I think also that we would have a bit more in common, just because like there is the relevance of the doctors running in the family, and like because I aspire to be a doctor, so I feel like we probably would just have a bit more in common.
Okay. He's a 9 and he's a plumber.
Still a 9.
Okay. What is the difference between hearing that someone makes $150K a year versus he's a doctor? Because you gave that one an 8 and then the doctor a 10. So why was there a difference there?
I like a guy who like is motivated and works and like works for his lifestyle. So I don't know, it's a huge jump to me. I don't like.
But what if the doctor was also making 150? Would you give him a higher score just knowing that he's a doctor? Like, is it the job title of being a doctor that makes it so attractive to you?
Yes.
Okay. Like the clout that comes along with it, like, oh, I'm dating a doctor.
Not necessarily the clout, because I have worked in the industry where doctors can be not the greatest, but it's just more so like they put like their life and their work ahead of things, which matters to me.
Got it. So it's like the qualities that come along with that title.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's fine, because plumbers make bank, so let's stay at like 9 or 10. Oh my God, after I literally just said I don't care about money, plumbers make bank.
But a plumber could fix all your stuff.
That's
for you.
true, yeah, he's also very handy, just someone who
Handy.
can like fix stuff, yeah, so that's great.
You wouldn't have to call and wait around for a plumber to show up. You know how annoying that is.
Yeah, you're right.
You just have a built-in plumber with you. What about he's an 8 and he's unemployed? You don't know why he's unemployed, if it's temporary, if it's whatever.
What? Unemployed? Nah, he's like a 4. There's there's too many jobs. McDonald's, like, yeah.
A 6.
Ugh.
That was really funny.
Maybe. Wait, an 8. Probably a 6.
A 6? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, a 6.
Okay. Would that change if he was like between jobs, or if he was like a chronic moocher who was like living with his parents and was not aspiring to get a new job?
A chronic moocher was down to like a 2, but if he's just in between jobs, then like that's understandable.
Okay.
Yeah, I like a driven, goal-oriented guy, so I'm gonna give him like a 5 or even a 4.
I guess stay the same, or maybe lower a little bit to like 5 or 6, but because there's a lot of jobs out there, so there's really no excuse to not be working, but I can also understand not wanting to work, so don't want to be too judgy because there's circumstantial.
Right. Would there be a difference if he was like not trying to find a new job, being like a moocher from his parents, living at home?
Then yeah, that's yeah, so that would probably go down to a 1 or 2.
Okay, but if it was just like a temporary, like between jobs kind of thing,
that's fine.
Okay.
We've all been there.
All right.
Maybe like a 6.
Okay. Would it change if he was just like temporarily unemployed versus chronically unemployed?
Yes.
Okay.
Because, we all go through stuff. There's been periods of me being unemployed, and I don't hold that against anyone. But if it's like it's going on and on and on, that's definitely an issue.
Got it. Okay. And then the last one is he's a 5 and he's 6'1".
Just I gotta stay the same.
7.
A 5.
He's a 5 and he's 6'1". To be honest, I haven't dated anyone over 6'1", so I think that would be great, personally speaking. And he's a 5. I give him like, it's just height, so maybe a 6.
Okay, but he does get a little boost.
Yeah.
Probably still a 5.
It wouldn't bump him up at all?
Not really.
He's a 5 and he's 6'1". He's like a 6.5.
Oh, an 8.
Okay. She loves the tall guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that is all I have for this video. If you like this style of video and want me to continue bringing girls on my channel, give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to be in the loop for when I release new content. Let me know down in the comments some other questions you want me to ask, some other he's a 10 statements that you would like to see included in the next videos. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.